and welcome to another episode of Conquer Your Chaos, Simple Strategies for Healthy Living. My name is Jennifer Shlomovich and I'm a certified coach, and today we are going to talk about getting unstuck. Journaling has been a really powerful tool in my life. I've been an active journaler for about 11 years now, and it really has allowed me to connect to myself, connect to my thoughts, connect to my feelings, and just get a new perspective about the things that are just floating around in my head. And I do a lot of journaling exercises with my clients as well. One of my favorite analogies I like to use with clients about the power of journaling is, imagine you have a room, like a basement or an attic, that is just filled with boxes, and you want to clear out that space and make a family room or create something else with the room. And the thing is, you have an idea, a general idea of what's in those boxes, but you can't fully remember what the contents inside the boxes is. So, getting tongue-tied here. So you don't remember, you can't recall fully what the contents is inside. So what you do is you start opening the boxes one by one, and then you start seeing, oh yeah, do I really want to keep this from high school? Maybe I'll keep this and I'll get rid of that, donate this, donate that. Once you go through everything in the boxes and you've decided what to do with the contents, you now have a clear space. And with that clear space, you can create something new in that room. So our minds work very much the same way. Our subconscious is filled with a lot of like junk thoughts and beliefs and just a lot of things just floating around back there that we may have like a general sense of what's in there, but we don't fully know what's in there until we start to talk about it or write it out. And that's when we become more conscious about things. And then that gives us an opportunity to decide what actions to take next, or what actions to take next, or maybe what else you want to do once you get clear on those thoughts. So once you get clear about your thoughts, then you can start taking more deliberate or confident actions in how to manage things. A few days ago, I bought myself a new journal. I was almost done with the one that I'm currently using, and I felt like it was time to transition to a new journal because I feel like I am transitioning into a new phase with myself. So for me, that was a symbolic gesture of that transition. So today I am going to share with you a powerful journal exercise that you can do that can help you get unstuck in an area with your life. So the first thing you want to do is you want to ask yourself, what is my desired outcome, or what do I want? You then want to ask yourself, why is that important to me? Once you get clear on the why, you're then going to want to follow up with, what action steps do I need to take? And then finally, once you get clear on the actions that you need to take, you want to ask yourself, when will I take these actions? So once you write down what it is that you want or what your desired outcome is, it's really important to get clear as to why that's important to you. This is what's going to help drive you and keep you motivated to take the actions to keep moving forward with what it is that you need to do to achieve that outcome. So for example, I'm going to use weight loss for an example. So for example, if you want to lose some weight, why is that important to you? How would your life be different? Is the motivating force to improve your health? Or is it because you want to fit in a certain outfit for an event? Why would that be important to you? Another example that's a common example is more money. Well, what would more money bring to your life? Why is that important for you? Do you want more money to travel, Do you want more money to purchase a house? Why would you want more money? So getting really clear on what those specifics are is really important to help us not stay stuck with not taking action. Once you get clear on why what you want is really important to you, then it's time to map out the action steps necessary for you to achieve that outcome. Nothing's going to change in our lives unless we take the actions necessary to take them. So it's kind of like planning a vacation. You can't actually take the vacation until you plan the destination, where you're going to go, what are you going to do, how are you going to get there, what are the specifics that you need in order to travel. So it's the same thing with anywhere else we're going in our lives. We need to get clear on how we're going to travel, how we're going to get to that destination. So what are the action steps? So for example, with the weight loss example, if you want to lose weight, what do you need to eat? What types of activities or exercises do you plan to do? What are the things necessary for you to achieve that outcome? If having more money is a big important goal for you, what would you need to do? Would you need to get another job or get a side hustle? Do you need to create a plan to get out of debt? First important action step would be with anything financially is just creating a budget and see where you are currently financially, and then figuring out what it is you need to do from there. So, and then focusing on the action steps. Would you need to cut certain things from your budget? If it's getting another job, some actions that you could take would be updating your resume, applying to jobs. Like, what are all those specific steps that you need to make more money? Once you write down the actions you need to take to achieve your desired outcome, it's then important to put down when you will take these actions. Nothing's going to happen unless you actually take the action. So by writing it down on a calendar, for example, is a great way to make things happen. Is just by plugging it into your life and putting those actions in your calendar. This way it's going to hold you accountable in doing what you need to do, and it's also going to help you find the space you need to find to create room in your life so you can take those consistent actions. Nothing's going to change in our life unless we commit to taking consistent action towards the things that we want to achieve. So doing a journal exercise like this really helps us get some clarity and focus on the things that we really do need to do in order to achieve those goals. Another thing that can really keep us stuck from moving forward is focusing on the result instead of the actions we need to take to achieve that result. So this is a big reason why a lot of New Year's resolutions fail after about a month or so. Usually by like February, people just give up and they feel discouraged. And the reason being is they're focusing on the end result. So for example, for weight loss, if someone wants to lose 10 pounds in a month, well, everybody loses weight at different intervals. Nobody's body is the same, and there's a lot of other various factors involved with weight loss. What are you eating? How much you're exercising, etc. So again, maybe you lost 2 pounds in a month instead of 10. Well, great, celebrate the weight loss. But what happens is we focus on what didn't happen, and then we end up going backwards and going back to old habits and then staying stuck where we don't want to be. So the key is focusing on the actions and focusing on the things you do have control over. So you have control over the things you eat and the exercise that you do. And yes, life happens, but it's finding ways to plan around those things in life and to just, it's about progress, not perfection. So just being consistent as best you can, and eventually all those little steps will add up. Same thing with money. Just every little step, breaking it down little by little, is going to move you forward. And yeah, it can feel daunting at times because we're not where we want to be right away. But again, by focusing on what you have control over, which is the actions that you can take to get you to your desired outcome, that's eventually, you're going to look back and you'll be like, wow, look at how all these little steps added up. And look where I am now, all because I kept consistent. So that's what I wanted to share with you today. Thank you for joining me. If you would like to schedule a discovery call and receive a little more support in getting unstuck, you can click on the link below in the show notes. Thanks again for joining me. Have a great week, and I'll see you next Wednesday.